St. Charles, you ready for some more MMA? On now to our fifth bout of the evening, please welcome, making his way to the NFA cage, Tristan Gregg.
All right, guys, we're starting off this next set of fights with Tristan Gregg coming out. You know, he's got an 0-0 record, but he does have a lot of kickboxing experience. He's won a couple IKF tournaments. And when we asked him who some of his favorite fighters were, he said there's too many to name. By that, he just wanted to say it was me, Adam Sella, and he didn't want to, you know, make Jordan Dowdy feel bad. But I have to say he's been working on his wrestling. He's been working on all his skill sets. But I look for him to be a stand-up fighter.
Well, and by all appearances on the preemptive paperwork and info we got on him, it's his debut. But he's also an athlete. He played high school football and track and even ran a bit of track in college. And if you can run track in college, you're a pretty good athlete, that's for sure.
But you gentlemen are missing the most important part. He also mentors young kids, as he's part of the Boys and Girls Club.
That's always good. It says a lot about his character.
Absolutely.
And to Jordan's point, this dude's an athlete. You know, like, we always talk about that, you know, you've got a skill set, but when you're athletic, everything seems to come a little bit easier to you. And with that being said, I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the cage. Obviously an athletic, in-shape young man with a little bit of kickboxing background.
He's taking the moment in right now.
Absolutely. That circle he's standing on says where it all begins.
Well, you only make your amateur debut once.
Oh, they're looking for a cut. Did you forget something?
Oh. Well, sometimes with debuts that happens also.
I've only seen one time someone forgot a cup. I don't know if it's a cup or maybe long fingernails or something of the sort.
We had once Malcolm Smith forgot his cup.
It's a good thing they checked in.
So it does happen.
I've seen it a couple times. They're going to have to run a good ways to get to that locker room though, so.
Yep, one negative about big buildings. Takes a long time to get to the other end.
And I see him over there kind of messing with the shorts. I think he bought the shorts when he was a little bit thicker. And now that he's, you know, trimmed up and in shape, ready for fight night, they're just a little bit baggy. So we got trying to tape him on there a little bit. You see Craig Nasella over there.
Weight cut problems.
You know, I got to say, Craig Nasella is a very good cut man. Not my favorite. Sometimes his breath is a little unfavorable, but he's a very good cut man when it comes to that part.
He doesn't like my new hair either, so he's automatically on my
I don't like your new hair at all either.
I don't think you like my old hair, so that's fine.
I don't like anything about you.
I figured that.
No, Lance, I specifically asked for you to be here. All right, here we go. Let's get this going.
Gotta get the feeling back.
Honey, know I'm straight.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Ray Hayes.
Ray Hayes is very young. He's only 20 years old. Got a record of 1-0. And what I did notice is that he's more of a boxer. So I'm looking at these guys to stand and trade, but I got to say, is he going to be ready for the kicks?
We'll see. He's definitely coming into box because his 3 keys to victory are to hit him hard, hit him fast, don't get hit. The art of hitting and not being hit. Said more in boxing usually than martial arts because you know you're going to take a licking somewhere. But we're going to see what kind of approach is going to happen with this athlete over here in Tristan Gregg.
He also made his amateur debut with us at NFA 8, or 7 actually, sorry, I correct myself. NFA 7 in Farmington.
That was a really good surprising card.
Yeah, and here's the deal: is his one fight went to a decision and he got the win. So we already know he's in shape, and that's proven. He's in shape. He's ready to go all 3 rounds. Obviously, everybody looks to get that finish and have an early, easy night. But we do know that his conditioning is there if he needs it.
And he says he expects no nerves after the debut. That debut that Lance is talking about, he fought a guy that was 6'8", 6'9". Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but very tall, very long, and that was a back and forth fight. He's looking at a stylistically different opponent here, so I'll be interested to see what this will do because Tristan looks explosive to me compared to the long and lanky fight he had the last time. So we'll see what Ray's going to bring tonight.
Well, he does want to bring that constant pressure, but you hit the nail on the head. He's obviously an explosive individual. His background is, says just that. You do multiple sports. You're probably a good athlete. You're probably pretty explosive, pretty fast. But I guess we're about to see if our predictions are correct.
I mean, look at his calves. Those are explosive calves.
Yes.
I bet you a fresh dollar this will be a good fight, too.
Gentlemen, this is our 5th bout of the evening and is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the NFA lightweight division. Brought to you tonight by Prime Health Centers. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'8", weighed in 156 pounds. Tonight he's making his amateur debut. Representing Presidential Fitness and fighting out of Springfield, Illinois, Tristan Gray. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a boxer standing 6'1", weighed in 155 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 1 win, 0 defeats. Representing Parabellum and fighting out of Eldridge, Missouri, Ray Sweet Baby Hayes. Your referee, Tim Francis.
One thing I've never seen is Ray Hayes' shorts have St. Louis Cardinals on them. I guess those are pretty custom.
Nice.
Huh. Guys touch his gloves. One thing you can tell is the height difference. Again, we go back to that reach and things like that. Let's see if he's going to be able to use that.
Well, he's trying to use the jab, so he's trying to use it right now. Giving a little wave jab too. Trying to get his eye contact up.
Ooh,
that sounded good.
There's that explosiveness, Jordan. Nice jab out of Ray right there.
Throwing some kicks, but he needs to set those up.
Right hand just misses out of Ray Hayes.
I like the busy lead hand coming out of Ray Hayes here.
Yeah, that always upsets, it upsets that momentum or that
Well, Tristan's really pawing at it, so he can really set up the lead hook off of this. If you watch this here, every time he's throwing that lead hand, he's parrying it. This almost the exact same way.
Yeah, Tristan looks like he's just sitting there trying to wait for that big shot.
Yeah, he happens to be just coming up a little bit short. I think he's having a hard time adjusting with that range. Every punch he threw is, 6 inches short.
Grabbed
but now
it, sprinted to the wall.
Closes that range with a nice takedown right there.
I'll say this for Tristan, though, for a debut, that was a lot of patience out the gate.
100%.
Looking to trap that arm behind his back. It's gone now.
Ray Hayes locked up body triangle shortly for a quick second right there.
Yeah, again, as I was preaching earlier, Tristan needs to get those hands off the mat.
Ray's gonna need to try to get his back to the cage and wall walk up. Or he's looking for there he goes. Got the underhook standing straight up. Knees
Nice
to the body.
Oh,
Beautiful knee to the body. Nice.
Another one.
Second one hurt him too.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely switched position. You could tell that
Nice
definitely
work
hurt.
there by Hayes.
Tristan snatches up for a single. Drop down to
neck
almost
tie.
a Darce choke right
Gator,
there.
almost a gator roll.
He needs to get the
Leg
leg.
tie,
He's
yep.
got it.
It looks good if he can
good.
keep walking.
Ooh, that's deep. That is deep.
There's the tap. There's the tap. Ray Hayes with a big win. He looked good too. Composed, looked great.
Long arms, long legs, threaded that. Entered into it, trapped the leg, secured the win. That was really nice performance.
He looked like the more experienced fighter. He really did. I mean, he showed that he had that fight already in him. Well, like you guys said too, his first fight, it was a marathon. So.
Yeah, and the thing with Tristan, being his first fight,
Centers.
these guys
Prime Health
showed
Centers.
composure, they showed skill, they showed patience. That was good. It shows the level of these amateurs that the NFA brings in and the way they work them up in the card.
Yeah, he's just the experience in grappling for him wasn't where it was for Ray Hayes. That was the difference for sure.
Yeah, and being long and lanky like that, He locked up that Darce choke, and once he got the lock, it was on. So there's just one thing left to do. We send up to Mike Kendall to make it official, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tim Francis, called the stop of the fight. 2 minutes, 18 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out due to Darce choke, Ray Sweet Baby Hayes.
It's a small, interesting tidbit I noticed. I think Isaac is wearing his coach Johan's fight shorts. Johan's used to fight in those all the time. He's either wearing that exact pair or that's a tribute to him. Johan's message me when you see this if I'm right.
I can tell you if they're his. I just got to give him a sniff.
Lake is very tall.
Very tall, very long.
Ooh, nice outside leg kick by Dancy.
Rush there. Almost ate an uppercut.
Dancy is very calm. If you look, he looks like he's almost talking to himself. Ooh.
Heavy kick.
That was heavy. He was heavy on that leg when he hit it, too. A little bit of filling out process.
Aaron needs to sting one of these jabs in.
Yeah, but Dancy's doing a really good job of keeping distance and keeping that range.
Oh, yeah, very calm, very poised. That might have been toes more, but
yeah.
still.
Usually when you hear a slap,
cool.
yeah, usually when you hear a slap like that, it's not as hard as you think.
Aaron Lake looks like he's kind of pulling that jab back. You said he needed to stick one. He kind of looks like he's a little hesitant.
Yeah, Lake doesn't look that comfortable on standing right now. Dancy definitely looks like he's the more confident striker.
Aaron's trying to see if he's going to bite on. And so far, he's not really biting on anything.
He's being very
Ooh, heavy leg kick.
I don't know how many more
Feel
you
those
can
tomorrow.
take, yeah.
I'm going to feel those tomorrow, boys.
It's one of those things you don't want to sit down in between rounds if you get any more of those. Nice switch up there.
I like that Dancy has Aaron Lake against the cage and kind of stalking him down.
There we go. Lake with the fire back.
Yeah, I'd like to see Aaron getting him backing up a little bit more. But he's going to have to land something clean to do that.
Yeah, the problem is, so Lake pushed forward, but then he puts himself right back on the cage. Like, he's getting that distance he needs, but then he falls right back, so it didn't really do anything for him.
I think Dancy's game plan is going to be those outside leg kicks, try to, cut the cage off, dictate the pace, dictate the distance, and really chop that outside leg. But Aaron Lake with that good long range, I'd like to see him extend those arms a little bit straight out. Nice.
There we go. Now he's taking the center of the cage.
See, on this moment, yeah, I'd like to see him back him up, start cutting him off.
Nice right hand sneaks through.
It's hard to land those hard leg kicks if someone's backing you up.
100%. Isaac's got a nice body lock here. And he looks like a very, very strong man. So I'm sure that it's a little uncomfortable. But, again, Aaron Lake being so tall, his build and his frame is going to be hard to get a takedown anyways. If you got that body lock and go to lift, his legs are still there.
Ooh, foot stomp. I ain't seen one of those in a while.
That's rude.
Kind of forgot they existed, to be honest
Yeah, I
with
did
you.
too.
Ooh, Dancy. Aaron Lake looking for those knees.
Nice.
Body.
There we go. Trying to steal the round at the end.
You know, that was a good round, I think, for Isaac. I think he set a pace, dictated it, but toward the end there, Aaron Lake started coming out of his shell a little bit and kind of letting loose.
Yeah, I think those hard kicks there are going to start adding up.
Absolutely.
I think that was the damage in the round that'll make the biggest effect going on.
Yeah, I'm with you. A close round, but I feel like Dancy squeaked it up.
Dancy's calm.
Very calm.
Poised. He's breathing through his nose.
Right, I want to say, he looks so calm. He just looked over at us for a second and just straight focus.
I'd like to see Aaron really extend on some of these. He's going to have to feel like he's putting himself out there to do it. But if he can start backing Isaac up, it makes it harder for those powerful kicks, like I said earlier.
Absolutely, and I think that Isaac Dancy landed 2 or 3 really good solid leg kicks, and those are going to start playing an effect, or later in the round especially.
Mop just pointed at Lake's leg and said something to him, so they must have some game plan for that leg kick. Or he said, don't take any more of those. It could be either one. I respect Mop as a coach. I feel like he probably gave him some kind of advice that was to counter that.
He's a wise man.
I thought about coming out of retirement and having him coach me just so I could get that experience. And I woke up and hurt.
Mop did too. Ooh, he semi-checked that. He got the knee out a bit.
Well, I'll tell you, if you have a good, solid, one hard check, that's going to stop those kicks.
Stop those kicks, absolutely. You can break a leg with a good check.
Wound up on that one.
The filling out process, I do believe, is over right now. They're both being a lot more aggressive. You cannot keep taking those leg kicks, though.
No, but what Isaac Dancy's doing a good job of is he's throwing them hard, but he's kind of setting them up with punches, and he gets Aaron to kind of flinch a little bit.
He's almost got time, too, right, when Aaron steps into it, too, so he's getting, like, a solid leg.
Well, that's what you want to look for, especially if he's going to circle to that side. As soon as that foot hits, I'm firing. As soon as that left foot touches as Aaron circles, I know if I'm Isaac, that's when I'm firing it.
Five fans, that is our encyclopedia, Jordan Dowdy.
It's the same thing with calf kicks. They're going to be the least fast as that foot plants.
Dancy's starting to fill. Dancy's starting
There
a
you
little
go.
more.
There's Aaron.
There he is, yep. Dancy started to dance a bit, and Lake said enough of that. Started firing back at him.
Aaron was able to find knees to the body in this position at the end of the last round. I wonder if he'll be able to open up and find that again. That was his best moment in the last round.
It really was, and I like what he did was he had a good job of holding on to that tie clinch and keeping Dancy at his distance and range.
That wrist control is what's saving him right now. If he can dig that head under, he can create a little bit more space.
Yeah, Lake's doing a good job defending. Yeah, he's going to try to, nope, thought he was going to try to reap it.
See, right here is almost like a little bit of a chess match. Because somebody's going to have to give a little bit. There's that clinch again.
You know, that's the rough, oh, there's the knees. That's the rough point about cage work. It can be boring to watch, but sometimes it's the most tiring for a fighter to do. Sometimes it seems like they're not doing anything, but little do you know they're actually working really hard off the cage. I have Dancy taking that one too. Again, another close round though.
Trying to listen to what Aaron's getting told right now.
This is where I wish we had the corners mic'd up so we can go back and listen to it, because I want to hear some of this coaching on both ends.
Well, I'm pretty sure Mop just told him he's got to finish it, which I would agree with.
Yeah. Dancy's in his corner singing the song, so that tells you where he feels.
Well, I think Dancy's got both these rounds by a small margin, so if they went either way, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, they're close rounds, but I agree. I agree with you. Third and final round of the co-main event, boys. And a hug, like it. Yeah, I like it. They come out aggressive.
There, opening up a bit.
Yep, he's coming out aggressive.
Ooh, that right hand
Nice.
barely missed. So that leg's bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, Lake coming out very aggressive.
Good frame there. Ends up on the wall.
Yeah, well, this is better for Isaac right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's just stopping Aaron from doing any kind of offensive maneuver here.
He's got good wrist control. He's got that wizard in. Going for a throw.
Yeah, well, having a tall guy like that's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah.
He's also trying to go the wrong way. You need to lift up and dump him the other way.
He's got that high crotch there.
Your best bet here would be to drop to the double leg because you almost got him sitting in a chair. His legs are together.
So kind of uneventful, but right now Dancy's got the cage control. That's got the takedown.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think that was more just playing it safe. I think he feels, him and his corners feel that he may have this fight in the bag.
Maybe, but Aaron has been working on his jiu-jitsu too. Long, lanky guy like that.
Uh-oh. He's got the triangle right here. He has his locked up.
He needs to grab his shin, break his posture down.
Minute and a half left. This is going to get really interesting the next fight.
He's got the time. He's definitely got the time to finish this. And he's tall.
If he can take his right hand and grab his shin, he can really kind of cinch this down.
Yeah, I think he's having a hard time reaching it. He's got it right there. There he goes.
Very close.
He's long enough too. If he takes his left arm and reaches over, he could do a variation of a triangle there too, with using the forearm to replace his leg. Dancy's doing a good job of keeping those shoulders wide. Yeah, Lake's running out of time now.
Yeah, but Aaron's winning this round, in my opinion. Yeah. He's on the offense.
As long as the judges see that.
Yeah, but the other two rounds, man, they're super close. I don't know.
Yeah. Good fight.
Well, I know what Aaron's going to be drilling when he gets back in the gym.
Triangle chokes.
Well, that was where he had him in the most danger in that fight, really. He landed a couple good knees in that exchange, but Isaac did a good job of just taking away space and making him carry his weight. Did get the takedown. The leg kicks in the first round, I think we're going to win that round for him scoring-wise. I think it's going to go to Isaac as a decision, probably 2 rounds. You never know how they're going to judge the last bit there because of the takedown. He wasn't ever really in full danger. The triangle wasn't ever really on a bite, but it was threatened the whole time.
Dancy's cardio, look at that. He's not even winded.
See, Lance, if you trained, you could do dance moves too.
Yeah, you get cardio.
Man, yeah.
Cardio rhymes with hardio.
Cardio is overrated. Get in there and finish the fight. I always said that.
This is what I like right here. You're looking at good sportsmanship. What I don't like is Mop's pink shorts.
I like them.
Of course you would.
Real men wear pink, buddy.
Right.
It's my story. I'm sticking to it. No. Forgot what was going on. All right, we're going to send it back up to Mike for the official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Francis and Carr scores about 29-28, and Judge Stacy scores about 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Isaac Don't Sleep Dancy.
I'm here to win Isaac Dancy. Isaac took the fight on short notice, coming off a big win in the stand-up fight series. Came out here, put on a performance. How you feel?
I feel great. All I have to say is, don't sleep on my name. That's it.
Yeah, don't sleep on him, Isaac Dancy. Big win.
Fight fans, welcome to Nemesis Fighting Alliance 12. We are here in the beautiful city of Arnold, Missouri. As always, I'm joined with UFC vet Adam Sella. My name's Lance DeClue, and Adam, we seem to be missing a piece of our group here.
Yeah, one of our key factors here, Jordan Dowdy, is out in Texas right now competing in the Nogi Pans tournament, coming away with some hardware already, looking to secure his spot in that black belt level.
And we're wishing him all the best of luck, but we got a great fight card for you tonight. For our main event tonight, we have a featherweight title fight between Isaac Dancy and Ray Hayes. What do you think of that, Adam?
And, this card, we can start with saying that the original main event kind of fell through. Injuries happen. But really, this was a fight that most people were looking forward to. It is a amateur title fight. These guys are both looking to go pro. Both these guys are very high level. So this really, at the end of the day, was probably going to end up being a better main event fight than our original fight anyways.
I agree with that, actually. I mean, that's why they're going for the title. These are some of the top amateurs at that weight class, and one of them is going to be bringing home hardware tonight. We also have a co-main event of Orlandis Henderson and Jacob Hiley, which is also MMA.
Yeah, and if I remember Henderson, last time he was here, he slams his way through to a big first-round victory, and I think we're all looking for another highlight finish like that.
Absolutely. You go back, you hear all three of us was just caught in awe with that slam. It was impressive.
Yeah, Jordan and I have talked about it. We've been around this game for a very long time. We've never seen a slam in person. I mean, they happen all the time, but to actually witness it, cage side, it was intense. So we look for Henderson to I want to see him do better.
Absolutely, and that opened our card last time, so hopefully this card opening will be something to show for it as well. And then for our third fight on the main card, we have a special attraction kickboxing match at the lightweight division. Kendall Whitted against Calvin Williams.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this fight because Kendall is not only a friend of mine, I've trained with the kid. He's super talented, he's a great kid, has a lot of potential. And he's actually, a college wrestler, which is crazy that he's even better, or he's excelled so far with kickboxing, and he looks so good. Everything flows. He doesn't even have to worry about the takedowns. You forget he's a collegiate wrestler, and you don't realize he could be a world champion kickboxer one day.
Yeah, he's really found his home in the kickboxing division. I'll agree with that.
Absolutely.
So are you saying that in that fight I'll be the unbiased commentator in this?
No, well, we'll be unbiased. If he does terrible, I'm going to let him know.
That's
I've never pulled my words back.
No, that's true. That is 100% true. We also got plenty more fights than that. If you want to watch the pay-per-view, catch us at nemesisfightingalliance.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on pay-per-view at nemesisfightingalliance.com from the Arnold Eagles Club here in Arnold, Missouri for NFA 12 Hayes versus Dancy. Tonight's event is brought to you in part by American Family Insurance, Crystal Kramer Agency, Hot Shots Bar and Grill, and Halsey's Roofing. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics, overseen tonight by Executive Director Tim Lukanoff. Your judges Kate Side tonight, David Hyatt, Robin Veal, and Rob Francis. Your referees in charge of the action once we begin, Tim Francis and Dwayne Bess. Your timekeeper is Keith Bell, and your Kate Side physician is Dr. Melvin Macklin. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand and rise for the playing of our national anthem.
We are live here on Facebook for our first fight. It'll be streamed free. Afterwards, you can get us at the pay-per-view on nemesisfightingalliance.com. We got a great night of fights lined up. My partner here, Adam.
Yeah, Lance, it's good to be here back in Arnold again. You know, NFA is always putting on top-notch shows, great fights, great, you know, highlight reel knockouts, finishes, things like that. That's what everybody comes to see. You know, everybody likes to see a big finish, you know, a good fight, big finish, not the one-sided wars, nothing like that. But, you know, they're coming here to see big finishes, and I know that a couple of our guys have a few of those highlights.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we got the last pay-per-view, we had an amazing slam. He's on the card tonight, and we're going to be seeing if we can outdo that one on our first fight of the night with the live stream.
Yeah, and I believe the official voice of Nemesis Fighting Alliance, Mike Kendall's about to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, now to kick off NFA 12, please welcome making his way to the cage, Javonte Knight.
Yeah, Javonte Knight coming down. He is 1-1 in MMA. He has one win by a submission, but also has one loss by submission. So, you know, just on the surface, real quick, a quick look, you see, okay, he might want to be a bit of a grappler because he has that submission win, but then he does have a submission loss. So maybe he's looking to get into the ground, but you know, he thinks by keeping a good pace and picking smart shots and keeping, you know, he wants to make sure he keeps you know, the opponent off his back. So that tells me he's a little bit lacking in the defense of a rear naked choke.
Absolutely. I mean, that's sometimes the game when you're a grappler, you want to go down when you get to the ground, and sometimes you get caught yourself. I mean, it's a chess match.
Yeah, and Javonte, the big thing with him was, you know, he kept preaching to us that he wants to keep a good pace, keep his patience. He does not want to rush anything. I think, you know, he feels like maybe he gets himself in a little bit of trouble when he's putting the cart before the horse, as they say. You know, he sees a finish before it's there. And what you have to do is you've got to look for things as they progress throughout the fight, throughout the round. So he's coming in here to keep pace, at his own pace, he says, and have patience and not rush anything.
Absolutely. You don't want to try to force something, get yourself in a bad position, which we do see happen quite often.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Jake Kaiser.
All right, here comes Jake, the entertainer Kaiser. He's out of Wise Warriors. He considers himself a freestyle fighter. He likes to strike. 1-0, TKO is the win. And he told me earlier he doesn't really like the small cages, so he's going to try to stay very busy and make sure that he can dictate the pace and make sure he stays off his back.
Yeah, and you heard that pop from the crowd when he made his way right through that curtain. Got a lot of fans here, a big following, and that always plays a big factor in these fights. And you know, he's got a small record with 1-0. He's riding a hot streak, as they say, with that 1-0. His confidence is very high. He's going to look to bring the pressure to Javonte, and kind of with the same as Javonte said, keep the pace. He's going to try to set a crazy high pace, as you know, is what he was telling us earlier. Small cage, you can't run from him. So, you know, he's looking to get right in Javonte's face and try to end it quick.
Well, he also said he wants to show his toughness. I'm sure he's willing to take a quick win if he gets one, but he wants to show his toughness. And to him, this opponent's more his size. Last time he fought Toby Jabal, which is a big boy. So.
Yeah. Well, I personally never want to show my toughness in a fight. I just want it to be, you know, hey, it's known. I don't want to have to prove it.
Absolutely. No, I'm fine with a couple of quick second knockout.
Yeah, and Mike Kendall get these guys intros and get these fights going.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the NFA welterweight division. Brought to you tonight by Gillies Groundwork and Wesley's Rogers Steakhouse Buffet. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 6 foot tall, weighed in 167.6 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 1 win, 1 defeat. Representing Capital City Combatives and fighting out of Jefferson City, Missouri, Javonte Knight. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a freestyle fighter standing 5'11", weighed in 168.5 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 1 win, 0 defeats. Representing Wise Warriors MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Jake the Entertainer Kaiser. Referee in charge of the action, the Dwayne Best.
best in the business here in St. Louis going to get us started.
Jake
Make
Kaiser.
sure these doors are closed.
Absolutely, we don't want to fall out of that. Jake Kaiser, crowd favorite, but we know that doesn't mean anything.
These guys can't wait to touch gloves.
I know. It's like, let's go. And we're off.
Javonte's got those hands a little bit low when Kaiser threw that kick. That tells me a head kick is wide open.
Perfect for a question mark kick, absolutely. Ooh, that was a good check right there. Oh.
Javonte said he don't want to give up his back, and what'd he do?
He gave it right to him.
See, right here, I like that Kaiser has that arm locked. Gets a nice little takedown, ends up in guard, gets that cage.
Well, just like that, Kaiser likes to strike, but he took him down. So both men lying to us.
Yeah, I think they think we're going to tell their secrets.
Yeah. And even if we do, I mean, it's not like the other person can hear us. Javonte needs to work his way up. He's trying to get some separation there.
Yeah, Jake's just trying to stay calm and kind of keep that pressure on there. Because Javonte is looking for a triangle by pushing that arm back and hop that leg through and try to wrap it around the neck.
Yeah, Kaiser looks pretty strong there, though. I don't think he's going to get that arm back.
Yeah, I got to make mention, though, we don't have our jiu-jitsu expert, Jordan Dowdy, here. You know, he really walks us through all these transitions. You know, he is a very high-level grappler in his own right.
World champion.
Yeah, he is a multiple world champion. He's ugly, not very attractive, so you got to have something going for him, you know what I mean?
Well, it's fine. It's nice to finally have lights on us, so we don't have to worry about the reflection.
Yeah, for sure.
We got looks like a head, almost a kind of a headlock, not really a bulldog choke.
Yeah, but Kaiser's going to end up in full mount here. Yeah. Javonte's just holding on with kind of a, like a arm triangle.
Oh, nice sweep. Nice sweep.
Starts some ground and pound. Kaiser kicks him off, but Javonte jumps right back in, getting on top. Nice ground and pound coming in.
Kaiser standing, but he's giving his back up.
Trying to get that far hook in. He's going for a choke without a hook in.
He's rushing that.
Not that he cannot get it, but you want to secure those hooks in before you go for that choke. But it looks like it's under the chin.
If Kaiser just tripod.
It's under the
there
chin.
It is, yep.
He's got the choke right here. This is tight. Both hooks in. Choke is in.
Kaiser's pulling the wrong arm.
And he's stretching him.
Kaiser's attacking.
I think it's only moments till Kaiser taps.
Kaiser's hanging in there. He's pulling down on the wrong arm, though. He needs to get that top arm off.
That fight's over.
There it's over. Just
nice work by Javonte.
That's a good back and forth fight, though. Kaiser just made a mistake.
Yeah, great fight. These guys both, you know, they didn't look bad. They, you know, just a small little mistake by Kaiser is what cost him that fight. But Javonte, he got that back, and as soon as he got that back, the arm was in. He needed to get that hook in first, but he got it up with it in. And you know, how do you argue a good win like that?
Absolutely, yeah. A little sloppy scramble by both, but Javonte got the better part of it. If Kaiser would have just tripoded there, he might have been able to shake him off. Easier said than done. Obviously, I'm coaching from the side.
Of course. Great way to start off NFA 12, I have to say.
Well, by default, there's our submission of the night so far.
We're going to check out a replay here of Javonte. See, right here, he gets both hooks in. That arm is already under the neck, and then they kind of roll to a weird. This was beginning, then they roll to their back. Then he gets the inside hook in, and the far hook comes sliding in. Now he's already under the neck there, and then he ended up just stretching him, getting the choke. You know, once you're in that position, it's just kind of a matter of.
Well, especially once he rolled him over. Once he rolled over, it was game over. Now the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Dwayne Best, calls a stop to the fight. 2 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out. Your rear naked choke, Javonte 9.
All right, fight fans, if you want to continue to watch some more great fights, get us on pay-per-view at nemesisfightingalliance.com to hear me and Adam talk some more.
So that's a great way to start NFA 12. What we saw was not one of those first round quick finishes, right? Now, it was a first round finish, but it wasn't like a one punch hit and done. You know, our last show, we had that big slam by Henderson. Started off the show. You're never going to have a better opening than that because it was just simply amazing. But right here, we saw these guys stand up and trade a few shots. We saw not so much wrestling, but they ended up, you know, getting a takedown, getting on the ground. And then it was a little bit of a jiu-jitsu.